welcome to the Bigger True Show. I am Scott McMahon, and Luis is en route back to downtown Los Angeles. We're going to be pulling him in just a second. I just wanted to recap it. In the prior, just about an hour and a half ago, Luis discovered a cache of weapons. I mean, it was a brand freshly dropped pile of throwing stones right next to 4 fake dumpsters that are engineered to be used as barricades, moving barricades. And so it's been reported to LAPD and the FBI, and I believe even sent to the White House. So, but with that, so, that's a pretty important discovery. Hopefully the police identify that, seal that off, and neutralize that threat right away. So, Luis, are you good?
Yes, I'm good. Hi, Scott.
All right, we're live. So you're en route back to the downtown area. Is that right?
I am in downtown. Hold on, really quick.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm just doing a live stream, just so you know. Yeah, no, I'm in downtown. I'm about probably a mile and a half outside of the where it's the action is City Hall. So
Right.
just a quick little jaunt through downtown. And so right now I was at Ralph's. And there was, I wouldn't say it was like COVID level panic buying, but there was a little bit of curfew panic, not panic, but everyone's stocking up because they know they're not going to be able to be out for the rest of the night.
Right. And curfew starts in 10 minutes, right?
Curfew starts in 10 minutes. Yeah. Let me ask the driver, sir. Are you able to drive through the curfew, or are they making you also be off the streets?
Be off the street also.
Oh wow, they're making them be off the streets out. Thank you for sharing that with me. Yeah, so I guess it's going to be this gentleman's last try for the night too.
Right. So you might not be able to do much.
Yeah, hold on one second. Yes, sir.
Only in this area.
Oh, only in this area. Okay. So it's not a citywide curfew. It's only, that's right. I got one of those emergency alert texts, and it's a perimeter. So it's basically like, what is it, like maybe a 40 block radius, right? You
10, 5,
yeah,
and west 1, 2.
yeah. Okay. So it's basically the boundaries of the thing. It's like there's the 5, there's the 10, and the 110, and those highways basically enclose all of downtown in kind of like a square.
Right. And so that's that's the area of the curfew.
Yes, correct.
So just in the last hour or two, a federal judge repealed or basically told Trump that he can't send the National Guard. So
I saw that.
Yeah. And that is, I believe that doesn't take effect until tomorrow. So there's time to appeal it.
Oh, this dude's humping a car. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty weird.
That was wild. Sorry. Okay. I'm just going to pan the camera over. I'm just going to pan it over a little bit. Dude, I'm telling you, Los Angeles is like, it's a funny place for stuff like this. It's so volatile. It's already wild.
We want to try to keep it PG-13. All right. Well, so yeah, so that, I mean, these judges, it's so disappointing that these judges don't allow the president to exercise his executive authority.
Yeah,
it's so weird. Like, why not? I was speaking to somebody after our last live, a friend who's retired law enforcement, and they said that it's
look at all those boards. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, but yeah, look at all the jewelry stores. Watch a bit more over there, of course.
Yep.
Yeah, we're getting close to the core there. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
So what this person said is that the numbers, I mean, they really do need the help. And in a situation like this, even though LAPD is huge, and you saw it. There were other agencies and departments there. There were state police, right? Didn't you see?
Yeah.
Or highway patrol. So they're bringing together all of these agencies because LAPD does not have enough men and women to do the work that needs to be done here.
Well, I don't think it's a lack of manpower. I think it's a lack of willpower. But I'm just spitballing here. Did you see how many boards there were right now as we were just during that last comment that you were making? Like just about every window, just about every window was boarded. That's very uncommon.
Right. Well, it's necessary, and it's good that that's the case because that means less looting.
Yep. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm gonna just jump out here. This is good. Yep. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so we're starting now. This It's really sad. Thank you so much, sir. So this right here, this is called the market, and there's probably like 40 different local specialty vendors that they have their own little thing. So the economic impact there is really bad. That fucking sucks. I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah, so now we're getting close to the
Yeah, everything is closed already. These are people that live here.
yeah, you see, like this is already, as you can see right now, this gentleman right here, beautiful little dogs too. I'm a dog lover. Love your dogs. This gentleman, as you can see, is getting his dogs out, try to take care of them before the night. But the locals, the people that live here, are definitely affected by this. It's not business as usual as a lot of other people, maybe perhaps on other parts of the city, want to characterize it as.
Right. So what is your plan, Luis?
I'm just gonna walk over there and see what's going on. I have a note.
You're covering the camera with your finger.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Sorry.
That's
And right now, in about a minute or two, I'll put it on the gimbal. I just kind of was doing a last minute run there. So the plan is I'm just gonna go and go there. I have a note from my hotel. I might even be live streaming, but I think I'll be fine as far as the curfew. I'm not necessarily worried about the curfew as much as like safety. If I feel that my safety is at risk, then yeah, I'm just gonna leave. But I will go as long as I feel is safely possible.
okay.
Yeah, and as you can see, so I'm walking over there. I'm not too far from City Hall. I'm like maybe 2 blocks, but T-Mobile, all boarded up. I mean, a lot of these businesses like Pollo right here, the Crazy Chicken, they already have barricades. So yeah, but here we got T-Mobile for a person sleeping there, and yeah, you know what? This is a good time. Give me like I don't know if you what you want to switch to, but I'm just gonna put it on the gimbal really quickly so I have a better stable shot.
Okay. So we have, and you're welcome to, if you're watching live, you're welcome to ask questions. And so Luis is going to kind of go towards the epicenter, I suspect near City Hall, probably near that weapons cache, and just see what happens. And as a member of the media, hopefully the police doesn't bother him too much over the curfew, because this is, I think, a pretty essential public service that he is doing here. So appreciate your prayers for Luis and for his safety in particular. All right, and he's still coming back on. So one question here: are the rocks and dumpsters still there? This was as of about an hour and a half ago. Yes, they were. And so Luis has been taking care of kind of himself. He got himself some dinner and charged his batteries and stuff, and got everything ready so that he can for this live stream. So I don't think he's been back, and so hopefully he'll be able to go back kind of in that direction. There's a concern because there were people in parked vehicles there watching it and watching him, and he did get their license plate numbers. And again, this has been reported to LAPD and the FBI. The question is whether or not they're going to do anything about it. And it's pretty clear that there's a desire on the part of the protesters to, provoke violence and try to provoke the police, in particular, into engaging in violence. And because they need a victim, they need a martyr in order to try to rally people. The thing that they're missing right now is popular support, and I think this could all die over the next 2 days, even before the Flag Day thing, if they don't get some sort of a martyr event. And that's what the Senator Alex Padilla was trying to do today, I believe, was trying to make himself into a martyr to try to rally the cause. And all of the protesters that he was saying, the organizers, they're calling him Alejandro, and then saying that he's been kidnapped, and they're really desperately trying to promote a victim narrative to try to emotionally manipulate people into joining the cause. But I think what would be best for them, and what they're probably hoping for, is that the police actually create a martyr, and that's the big danger here. Luis, you're back.
Yeah. Okay. So look, here's an interesting little. So you got the scooters here, dude doing the Mad Max, but then you got these like tourists. They're like tourists. Check it out. Like, yo, how y'all doing?
Are you YouTuber?
Huh?
YouTuber?
Do I what?
YouTuber.
Oh yeah, no, X, Twitter. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all be safe out there. I'm a little bit slow now. Okay. So we are walking up, and this is usual LA. I can't overstate, like, I mean, LA is just already a wild place to be.
Because of the homelessness and the drug use.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I hate to be the always the worst case scenario guy, always like I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but any one of those people could become sleeper cells like at any given time. It's a very real threat. And as I mentioned yesterday on the live stream, well, not yesterday, day before, I am aware of the Socialist Rifle Association having been training homeless people out here for the last 2 years, while also running a voter registration. Apparently, like, being part of a militia allows some sort of voter registration thing that I don't understand. But that's the paradigm that the SRA works with. And yeah, so we're getting close as of right now. I don't think that they've shut down this the subway stop, the historic Broadway. Here we got the poor Santa Monica. That's how people get to and from in a one stop from Santa Monica to downtown. It's also, if I may, when I was homeless, I spent many a night doing what I call the duffel bag shuffle, sleeping on the floor to Santa Monica, and then sleeping back because it was free, because it was warm. And I always had a camera watching over above me in the event that somebody were to try to do something to me. Damn, that was a lot.
Wow.
Real story though.
And
real life stuff. Yeah.
Luis, how long were you homeless in LA?
Off and on for about, I want to say, like, off and on for like 5 years. And I would say this is that it wasn't always that, but there were just very specific times. I never wanted to return back to El Paso without achieving the goal of which I came out here for, which was to make films. I invested a lot into that pursuit, and yeah. Anyhow, we're I don't know what's going on here. I think there's see some officers getting off. You know what? I think this would be an excellent time. Here, let me throw this Modelo. Finish and throw it. I think this would be an excellent time for me to just introduce myself as a journalist, tell them, and then see what kind of reaction I get. They tell me to go home or what.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Ask them in advance.
Yep. And that's something that I recommend to any journalist ever covering protests. Introduce yourself to law enforcement. You know, let them know that what your intentions are, et cetera, because it goes a long way. Truly does.
Yeah, it's probably better not to have the smell of Modelo on your breath, but
I'm not going to get anywhere close.
all right.
I got halls too. Hello. Excuse me, gentlemen. Hi, I'm sorry. My name is Luis. I'm a journalist. I just wanted to ask, is it okay for me to be walking around doing my job as a journalist? No, I understand, and that's why I wanted to ask about how can I what type of press pass is approved? Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm not gonna kick against the goads over there. I'm gonna kind of just walk around a little bit.
You know, the Antifa people, they paint press on their helmet, and they're obviously not press. And so you understand why.
Yes. You know what? I will tell you this right now. Go ahead.
Did they give an answer to that question about, you know, what type of press pass?
No. Right now is not the time to answer that question, is basically what they said. I mean, I will say that I will say this, like, that was probably my bad, but the likelihood that I would have been able to get it in a week for this, just
Sure.
Yeah, things to know for the future. I'm definitely this is not a learning experience. I've been doing this for a while, but I'm kind of just getting back on the horse again after a really long period of not doing this type of thing. So okay, yeah, I'm gonna walk back. That's cut off.
How far are you from First in Los Angeles?
Let me see what street this is. Give me 1 second. I don't think I'm very far. I'll walk over there.
So far, you know, what we've seen is that the streets have been pretty empty.
Yeah. So you got bikes. You know, I was gonna get a little portable scooter there before I left, and just didn't quite have a chance. It was really like a last minute decision to come out here. Can you hear all the sirens?
No.
Hold on, I'm gonna unplug so you can hear it.
Wow.
Okay, so there's a line. They're going up. I can't go up that way, so I'm gonna. Okay, they have all this cordoned off already. Okay, see, they're doing. This is a. Oh wow, here they come.
So they're coming towards you.
They're literally coming towards me. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and watch because I think this is gonna be some sort of staging area. Obviously.
Yep.
And
There's
so just
there's City Hall there.
yeah, just for viewers that were watching earlier and just kind of to spitball. Okay, so City Hall is this way. If I go this way, about I'd say 2 blocks down that way. I'm pretty sure this first street is First. So we'll just walk over there. But we're about 3 blocks away from that one weapons cache. How you doing? Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
How are you feeling about tonight?
Can you be more specific?
How what?
The protest and shit.
But you, how do you feel as an individual? Why are you out here?
Couple reasons. Well, I got off work 2 hours ago, maybe.
Uh huh.
I went to the federal building. I don't think that what they're doing is cool, like at all.
When you say they, like, are you talking about ICE that's enforcing immigration?
Yes, the immigration, and I wish I knew yeah, ICE, yeah.
That's fine. No.
No, ICE sucks. I don't, I don't like immigration. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm from specifically North Side. I'm from the Valley, so like a lot of my friends' families are all like a lot of immigrants. I grew up around them, so seeing them just be snatched.
Like new immigrants or old immigrants?
Both. Some were not. Some friends. Well, I mean, now I'm almost 30, so yeah, I have a lot of friends who have only been here a couple years, and not even all of them from like South America. There are some from Sweden. There's some uh, from Ireland. Like, and they're all scared. Like my grandma's Irish, and she's scared. She's been here for 50 years. So, yeah.
And hold on, I don't mean to sound insensitive, but she didn't take care of the citizenship in 50 years.
She did, but the stuff I've told her, because there have been people who are naturalized citizens who have been like detained.
Really, like who? I haven't seen that.
Oh,
Are you talking about like Senator Padilla?
That's scary. That's even scarier. But no, I'm talking about the dude who goes. He's in like a New Yorker. I wish I knew his name offhand. Are we live? Is this?
Yeah, we were like.
Yeah, chat knows what I'm talking about. The dude, he is a Palestinian protester at one of the colleges.
From Colombia.
Yes, yeah, from Colombia, and he like that dude had just become a naturalized citizen like not that long ago.
Sure.
And he's still somewhere. He's locked up somewhere, and his kid is like a few months old now. He's never met him. Shit like that, yeah.
That sucks. Wow. But how? Okay, you said a few months old, but this hasn't been. Yeah, the kid, but this hasn't been going on for a few months.
Yeah, the ICE stuff hasn't, but the pro-Palestinian protesters getting like borderline kidnapped, yeah, that's been happening for a few months.
Can you
the college campus drama that you may have seen?
Okay, so let me ask you, what did you think about January the 6th and the arrests subsequent after January the 6th of the protesters that went into the Capitol?
I think it was goofy. That's kind of what I think about it. Like,
were those people kidnapped?
No, they were arrested. Yeah, they were arrested.
What's the difference between
because ICE is going into like where people work and where people live.
You understand that they roll tanks into people's houses? Yeah,
where?
I think that
here.
When they were arresting the January the 6th. Anyhow, you know what? It was a pleasure to see you. I think things are ramping up a little bit, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's 12 minutes past curfew, so.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck ICE, fuck Donald Trump.
What about the Dodgers, though? How do you feel about the Dodgers?
Love the Dodgers.
World champions, baby, right?
World champs, dude.
All right.
2 years in a row. We're doing
See ya.
I
don't. I'm not trying to make enemies right now. I don't like hearing fuck Trump. I don't like hearing fuck ICE. I don't like any of that stuff, and I feel like little hairs on the back of my head standing up. But I'm just trying to keep it cool.
Right.
And today, you know what? I really do have to try to not blow my cover as much as possible and seem like a friendly.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna it's gonna take me just like 10 seconds right now. I'm gonna pull my headphones back in the port so I could have a better audio. Okay.
Yeah, and the background noise is perfectly fine. It kind of helps to give a picture. But when the microphone's unplugged, can anybody hear me if I'm talking?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're unplugged, you can hear you talking, and that's why I kind of prefer.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking. That's a good observation, and I do prefer that when
Yep.
not on. But like right now right now you can't I don't think you can hear it, but there's a lot of sirens going on, and that really does kind of like it makes your heart beat really fast. You know, I don't
Yeah.
know what I honestly I don't know what the fuck they're chasing.
You mean the police?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
line of police, I don't know what they're chasing. They could be just like kind of whirling it up. I don't want to sound man, I hear myself overly like paranoid or what, but this that really felt like theatrical. Okay, like they're done now. What the fuck were they chasing?
Right. Right. It's such a delicate thing because they can't. You know, the worst thing that could happen is if the police create a martyr
Mm-hmm.
tonight or tomorrow night. That's the worst thing that could happen.
It was
And
so
so,
close yesterday with that dude that spear tackle guy. Man, are you kidding me? That dude probably saved that yeah. Mm-hmm.
can you talk more about that? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
He's the one that I saw in the Matrix, I think, post about him too. There was a guy yesterday here at the protest that he first threw a water bottle at the cops,
Mhm.
and then they immediately hit him with like a non-lethal munition. And then he was about to pull out a gun, but this guy like speared him a la I don't know if you remember what's his name? Bill Goldberg, the wrestler back in the day. He used to stick out his tongue, and that was like finishing move. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, there was a thing. But yeah, so this guy like speared him, and when he like a linebacker doing just like a good hit, um what seemed like a gun came out of this dude's hand. I'm pretty sure that that's what he was doing, was like about to pull out and start shooting, and then he got tackled, and it was broken up.
Right.
But it's like some of those things I really think were like God, the Holy Spirit is actively um not allowing this to get bigger than it could be.
Yeah. Yeah. The the chief of police for LAPD said, I think today, that yesterday they arrested 14. 3 of them had handguns on them.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's very serious. That's, if they caught 3, that means that there's probably more than 3.
Look at what a beautiful sight that is, Scott. Like, I mean, this just sucks that like
It does.
the
I love LA.
huh?
Delete the footage of the edit on now.
No, I don't have no footage of you. I have no footage of you, sir. Nope. I'm sorry, sir. I think you have me mistaken with somebody else. I have never fucked a mother in my life.
That's a good response. All right.
I'm not trying, like, this is you're seeing Luis Ruiz at his best, I think, because I'm trying, like, I would explode on somebody running up on me like that. Are you kidding me? But not today. Not doing it. I'm just trying to do my best. Okay, look. So here we got a line of motorbikes.
Those are
I'm gonna
police motorcycles.
Yeah, here I'm gonna unplug again so you get the full experience.
Okay.
You know who that guy reminded me of? He reminded me of that Silence of the Lambs dude. That's like all dancing in the mirror.
So gross.
What? Goodness. I don't want to see that. I'm just gonna call it silence. I don't want to see silence again. Fuck that shit. I'm just going the other way.
Why?
That was wild. That dude was like, what? Okay, so I do think this is worth getting like a little just close up. Got the scoots. Scoot scoot. Gentlemen, God bless you. Be safe. God bless you too, sir. Have a good one. Thank you. You too. Okay, so here I'm gonna show you some graffiti really quickly, and then we're gonna walk to the weapon stash. We're not very far, but just kind of again lay of the land. Here's a double tree. I don't know if that was also around. What up? What
Yeah.
up? Okay, so a double tree. As of right now, I think there's a little bit of like a cushion here on the curfew, and I'm gonna do my best to, you know, kind of push up against it without really putting myself in harm's way. Too old for that shit, Scott. I ain't no spring chicken. Howdy.
Yeah. Hey, Shady. Good to see you. Yes, we got eyes on the ground. So Luis Ruiz is on the ground. And we're heading towards that weapon stash. Fresh pile of throwing stones next to 4 fake dumpsters that Luis has caught over a couple nights in a row this week. Protesters using these fake dumpsters as movable barricades that they've been driving towards police lines. Everything good there?
Okay, got the headphones back in now.
Cool.
Okay, we're like right up on here. Here's this little plaza thing. I don't even know what to call it.
Yep. I'm concerned about the 2 cars that were there with the people that were watching you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Huh?
Shady Groove says we need some quick read for those casters.
Okay, so now look, empty.
Oh, wow.
All the cars that were there
Yeah.
are not there anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I think, let's see.
Why aren't the police barricading that off?
Well, not only that, but like, look, why isn't there at least like a little fucking GoPro camera somewhere here to like get some of this? You know,
Yeah, I mean, most buildings, the city light stations are supposed to have cameras on them too.
I mean, you would think, right? This is a no-brainer. Let's see if there's anything here.
There's got to be cameras. The city has got to have cameras there.
Well, look, is this one?
That's a good
No.
call, WJ. It is Little Tokyo. That's exactly where he is.
Yep. So, okay. Well, they did take one defensive measure. Wonderful.
Yeah,
They, but
if that's police.
okay. So, and then we got this one. This one's still ready to go. This one seems still ready to go.
Yeah.
The thing's been
Oh, it's
gone.
got trash in it. So that's good.
And so look, and the other thing too, I mean, I'm always just trying to see all the scenarios, but this right here, bam, that could turn into like a whole staging ground there if they ain't
Right.
careful. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like this like I'm not gonna do it right now, but if I even just gave a little effort, I could fucking snap this. Like I really could just snap this.
Mhm.
What the fuck is this holding? Excuse my language, but like, look, see, this is not a very secure thing.
Yep.
And just to kind of drive the point home, we'll go to
Yeah,
City
that is
Hall
all
here.
very fake.
This is just like the worst or a very opportune place for people to settle up and get ready to do
Yep.
war or whatever.
And it's also interesting because as you were walking around earlier, the graffiti had been cleaned up just about everywhere else, but right around here.
Yeah, actually,
Right?
you're right. This one hasn't been cleaned up.
that whole square. It's like this is their territory.
Yep.
And the police are doing nothing about it.
Nope.
And this is right off City Hall. City Hall's just right on the other side of those trees, right?
Yep. As you can see, look, we already got some lookouts. Here, I'm gonna go and approach her in a second.
You got your cover, Modelo.
It's Modelo time.
So you're kind of like is your cover like a drunk homeless guy that's got a GoPro or got a gimbal?
Something like that, yeah. Viva Palestina. Okay, so
Yep. Yeah, and you're right across the street from police dispatch too. And the police are doing nothing about that. Yeah, it's hard not to believe that you're right, Rebel Valkyrie, when you say that.
okay, gentlemen, quick question. Who's your money on tonight? Antifa or LAPD?
I had the Cubs and the Yankees, and they both won, so I'm good, man.
So okay. So
I think the Dodgers will probably win tonight.
Yeah,
too.
hopefully.
Oh, the hockey game, it's 4-4. It went to extra. It went to the overtime.
okay. Thanks. They're so dry.
That was from that motorcycle.
Yeah. He gave me a wave. You know, the fact of the matter is of all this, Scott, none of these people are my enemies. I don't see a single one as my enemy. I feel every single person that I encounter, I see them another person made in God's image. They might be misguided, but certainly not outside of the reach of grace, not outside of yeah. And if I and I will be better. But I need to really start doing, hold on. Gotta give you the full experience again. See, now you got both the helicopter and the cars. Some shit must be going on over here. But what I was just saying is that, like, I don't see any of these people as my enemies. I truly, like, I try to vibe high. This series of protests, especially, trying to just vibe really high, not be a deathly downbeat person like what most people encounter. And I have a bunch of Bible tracts that I'm going to be a lot better about passing out here pretty soon. Wow, this is a long line now. Check it out. All right, we got some, let's see, I think we got some black blockers here. Oh, shit. We got black block press. Hi. How y'all doing tonight?
Pretty good. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. My name is Lou. I got a bunch of my friends watching from literally all over the world. They're really concerned and just interested to know what's going on in Los Angeles. Would anybody like to speak on what we're seeing here tonight?
All right. I can do that. Well, can we cross?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. So. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm not wearing a mask. Hold on.
Okay, that's fine. Do you want to put on a mask?
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, I'm already on live. Are you on live?
I'm on a live, yes. You're already here. I mean, dude, I'm out here too, bro. We out here, both of us. Look, I'll do my face too.
He's like, just so you know, we're both in this together.
Let's go.
All right, all right. Let's keep this as non controversial as possible, shall we?
Yeah, bro, just speak your mind.
All right. So we're out here today to basically support our fellow man who are being kidnapped, taken from homes, from schools, from cars, from their place of peace, all because somebody said that you don't belong here. You get me? And it's one thing to go through it. It's like, all right, well, maybe they're illegals. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they shouldn't be here. Maybe why can't they do it legally? If it was that easy, they would. You know what I'm saying? Some people have been trying for 6, 7, 8, 20 years and still are fighting to get their citizenship. Why should they be punished when they tried to do it the right way? Why should they be punished when people look at them and be like, "Oh, you don't deserve to be here"? You get me? It's just it's disgusting. You know, this is the land of the free, but yeah, you have cops circling the street. You know, so the entire California police force is in LA because people want to protest legally. I don't know, man. I don't know. We do what we can. We do what we can.
Okay. So, I feel a lot of love for immigrants and people that trying to make it in this country.
And
Yes.
it's not just immigrants. It's love for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the problem comes when it's like, oh well, I'm a citizen, so why should I worry about what that person is going through because he's illegal? You know what I'm saying? Like, what sense does that make? You
Sure.
get me? Like, he's still a person. He's still, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I was born in this country. My family was born in this country, and so that then made me a citizen. But Angelica, in this sense, she's now considered illegal because her parents were illegal. She went through all the same. No,
Huh?
no. Is there nothing back that way?
They were arresting people over there. Oh wow.
You could go to the corner and hang out there, but they're blocking people in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Be safe.
Yep.
I believe that's for sure.
Gonna keep pressing.
Uh,
Yeah. No.
Oh no, I was saying.
Oh, I was like, hey, wait.
I heard you take a shit on the floor. Oh.
I mean, at this point, everybody's taking a shit on the floor.
It's LA. That's a,
Doing a full profile on it. You have any questions about what's going on in LA?
It's a good metaphor for
Yeah.
Do you know what the word kifab means?
No.
It's like political theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
That.
we're gonna run into it. We're gonna see if
Okay, so we're right by the Miyako Hotel, which is where I was staying before. This had been a site of a lot of confrontations. Oh, okay. Hey, really, Mr. Sir, I wanted to ask you really quickly. Look, what do you think about Little Tokyo and how the businesses are being affected by the civil unrest? Look at all these boarded up windows right here.
it's I want to say it's anarchist, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, people are mad. You know what I'm saying? People act out, and it's like, is it right? No, but it shouldn't have gotten to that point in the first place.
Yep.
I mean, like, every 100 people, there's probably 2 people who are actually there just for chaos. You know what I'm saying? And out of that 100, there's another 10 who are just thrives in the chaos. But every other person out there is like, it's peaceful, it's calm. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's chanting, we're happy, we're trying to show our message. But I don't know, man. I think in order.
Yeah, no. Uh-huh.
In order to even move a peaceful crowd, in order for the police to move a crowd, their idea is to flashbang, get everybody scared, make people run out of the way, and then in that moment, in that chaos, they say, "Oh no, they're rioting," so now they move in.
I understand.
But
I hope that you're safe. And you know what? God bless you.
God bless you, buddy.
Be well.
Be well.
I truly mean that. I want the best for everybody, everyone's safety.
It's. You got your headphones on, right?
Not yet. Give me one. Give me a little bit. Oh shit. And so, okay, look, we got the boarded up. Here, let me run across the street here because I already see a little bit of danger. Karaoke. That sucks, bro. Oh. Okay, here. Let me put on the headphones again.
What danger were you seeing?
I'll show you right now.
So it was very interesting to watch how he was kind of, this, and the ends justify the means by any means necessary ethos that he was coming from. It's, I mean, you have to, in order to commit grievous acts, you've got to find a way to justify it and make it work with your conscience.
Okay, so hey, really quickly. Okay, so under the chop suey sign, you see they're all posted up there.
Yeah.
This may be workers. I don't think so though. But
They all have yellow hats.
No.
Or vests.
No, maybe it's just people mulling around, and I'm a little bit like oversensitive, but perhaps.
Right, but it's a boarded up place, so it's not like it's an open restaurant that they're just standing outside.
Yep, correct. Yeah, man, it's weird right now. Like during that interview, there was like at least 3 different times where people like surged around me in either bikes or scooters, and yeah, it's just a really weird kinetic environment. We're
Right.
getting up now to where the federal building is. I don't think they've shut down the metro station. That may or may not be a positive sign there, because people
Maybe,
could.
yeah, if they have it one way so people can leave, but they can't come in. And that's really the way it should be.
So look, they're very close.
The streets are really pretty empty.
Yeah, they are. Let's hope that it's like that over here in front of this federal building. Okay, so we got
That's the metro station.
metro station. Yeah, it's still open right now, so that's good. Or not. I don't know. We've got now kind of got a little line over here of protesters. One's on an electrical bike, one's on a regular bike. Let's see. Are there cops staged? Okay, no cops staged. Yesterday they had I want to say like 20 units staged right here. So yeah, no, this is definitely like the LAPD has pulled back a lot. Oh. But now here we have this. This may be where they kettled in some protesters. That is pretty chunky pork there.
So they could be arresting everybody that's in there for curfew violation.
It's very possible here. I'm gonna walk across the street over here, and I'm not gonna go too far in, but see those bikes with the helmets and all that? Like, bro,
Right.
like those that's an ever-present danger, because one of those dudes with a Molotov cocktail could like really just do some real damage. And I don't, the desperation, right? Like Alex Padilla today, there's been a lot of kayfabe and things like that, that I firmly believe from both being here on the ground and the social media OSINT stuff that I do for my own stuff to keep myself safe or whatever. It all points to they need like a very specific victory of driving the military out of Los Angeles in order for them to keep any semblance. Well, I don't know. It's just a very moral goal there for them. I don't know how else to explain it. So you got this guy here. We got a Free Palestine kind of scooter, right? And what I'm saying is like they can move very effectively in and out of crowds where everybody else is kind of stuck. Here, really quickly, just check this graffiti. We're gonna go into the crowd. Well, kind of in there. I'm not gonna go that far in there, but
they just put it everywhere.
it's everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere. So look here, we got a kind of a roving. These dudes, it's a satellite transmission 24. Yeah, who knows what that is?
That's I mean, it could be news, it could be police too.
Yeah, it could actually. You know what? There's a lot of things that thing could be. It could be harvesting a lot of IPs and things like that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Okay, we're gonna go in.
You're gonna try to go into that.
Yeah, but first I'm gonna get these folks here. I don't know who they are, I don't know what they're doing, but they did not give me a good vibe. Yo, have you all been in there yet? Have you all been in there yet? Yeah, bro, just got off in there. What's happening, Captain? Sorry. Yeah, but you got COVID? No. I got that chronic. Not people, don't get too close. What's that? They're grabbing people, so don't get too close. Yeah, for sure. Hey, y'all be safe too. God bless.
Yeah, they didn't look like they had good intentions.
Absolutely not. Nope, they're posted up. Waiting for a signal. That may or may never come. Hopefully never
So-
does.
Do you know where you are? Is this Los Angeles and Temple?
This is First and yeah, we're at First and do you know what cross street is? It's First and what? This one? First and shit, I can't see it. Oh, at First and Alameda. Thank you. First and Alameda.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. So here we got I guess this is kind of like the line. We got ¿Cómo está, hermano? ¿Con quién está grabando? Oh, TikTok?
Yeah.
How you doing, bro? Like have you been out here?
Yeah, a couple of days.
How do you feel about tonight?
Slow. I feel good. Our people's here.
Any thank you. Any message for people that are watching across the US and the world?
I mean, it's good. You know, we gotta stand up for our rights, and we gotta do what we gotta do. Just not violence.
Just no violence.
Violence, no.
I will co-sign that.
What was that?
I said I will co-sign that. Just no violence.
No violence. Yes.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. Be safe.
You too.
Okay. I'm on X. The correspondent, 3 R's, like a real Chicano. Correspondente
All right.
X.
Chicano power. By the way.
Nos vemos.
So he might live there. And that's why they let him through.
No, he had the press.
Oh yeah, the press.
Hold on 1 second. Trying to figure out this one. Gentlemen, getting ready to go home, just getting off of work. What are your keys to success? Excuse me. Keys to success tonight. What are y'all trying to accomplish as LAPD?
So you either gotta go around or you can stand by and record from here. Okay.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Okay.
We're not doing any interviews, sirs. That you gotta contact media relations if you want an interview, all right, boss?
Thank you.
All right, sir. Take care. Have a good night.
You too. Is it weird that I want them to tell me like we're gonna shut it down?
No, I think that a lot of us probably feel the same way.
I really want somebody to tell me like we're gonna shut it down, like we're not gonna allow like something, not like we're not gonna give you an interview. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna push the issue. But this is just it's a very strange posture coming from the Los Angeles Police Department.
You know, I don't think that anybody could watch our last, at least anybody who's educated about the nature of communism could watch that last stream that we did and not walk away with that with an understanding that this is very, very clearly a communist revolution attempt. And, it's so strange that there are really, I don't know that the people that certainly I think that that black guy with the yellow helmet, he definitely seemed to know that he was a communist. But with the last guy, the Hispanic guy that you just talked to, I don't know.
Yeah. Look, Japanese American National Museum shut down.
Yeah. And graffitied.
Well, no, I think this one not necessarily. It's got the these guys, they were out putting all this up. I saw them like they were, man, they were fucking fast. And then the posters. I'd be really interested to know who is making all these posters, because that's this is a very, very organized effort with these posters for sure. It's almost like, yeah, it's just a safe, letting everybody know that don't mess with this establishment. Yep. It's like the reverse blood of the lamb seal on the door.
Right.
See, it's on all these. Look right there.
Yeah, it's probably, there's probably an association for that area. There's a lot of like neighborhood development associations. Those are probably private.
Good stuff. Just for people to be aware of.
Yeah, and there's cameras downtown LA. There's cameras everywhere. There's got to be cameras that you don't see. And that's why that cache of throwing stones and fake dumpsters is just so bizarre.
Yep.
They have to know about that. I mean, it's and I know that they've been told.
Look, one thing check this out. Okay, so this is so Los Angeles. Goodness gracious. Okay, so the gin cook, they're like, we're just we'll get whatever particle board.
Mhm.
Whoever this is, like, they're like, they got the fancy wood.
That's hardwood. Yeah, that's like $50 a sheet stuff.
Dude, they're
That's
like,
funny. That's funny.
the type of
That's
commentary
funny.
you can only find here.
Yeah.
They spared no expense. They're like, you know what? Let's just put our best foot forward.
That's
Not
funny.
mad at them. Look at that. No, this is nice wood, man. If I was look, I'm I'm definitely not Antifa, but if I was Antifa, I'd be snatching that shit tonight, taking it home with me.
Build some furniture with it.
I would. That would make a beautiful like the top of a desk. Okay, so yeah, look. These guys, I don't know. This is mid-grade. It's definitely not just like your run-of-the-mill plasterboard,
Mm.
like a couple of plies, but it's not like fine like the other. That was fine wood. Like what? Excuse me?
I'll bet nobody thought that they were in for a discussion on plywood quality.
Nope.
All right. So what's next?
Going back to City Hall.
Okay.
So, and on the way back to City Hall, we'll just do another quick little walk through of the cache, because the cache, can we call it the Cache Patel? We're walking up on the no, we're not gonna call it the Cache Patel, but we're right up on the cache too. So let's just yeah, see on the TV, I don't know if you can like really get a sense. It feels bigger, but when you're here, it's not that large of a perimeter, if you will. See
Right.
right there?
Right.
See, check it out. So from that one block of Little Tokyo, now we're on this one other block down. That's where the engagement happened the other day. That's where the
That's where
dumpsters.
they had the dumpsters. Right.
Yep. Okay, so check it out. Just really quick. Dumpsters, area of engagement. Now we're gonna do the we're gonna see the bail bonds and then BLM headquarters, like right up with a couple of yo people on the way out. No ice in LA. Right, you got that, all that.
So we're right around the corner from there. Yeah, there's our wow, and he's got his door open.
Yep.
That guy
You're
is
sitting there at work.
absolutely an organizer.
Dude, he's getting paid for everybody that gets out of jail. What? Excuse
Yeah.
me? Excuse me? Okay, so yeah, this is the one that I was mentioning too. Look, there's a car, so I don't want to make it all obvious. But so we got San Pedro Street, the sign, got the latte shop over here, another cam up there. And then this what seems to be like I mean, I'm not exactly sure, but no, you're right. Caller text, blah 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 blah.
That's the one that you said you thought was associated with BLM.
Yep. Very quick and easy meeting place. That then, so now got the florist right here. Man, the low light performance on this iPhone is just ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty awesome. Wow.
So now
There's-
we're back to the weapons cache.
And there's no other cars around there.
Nope, not right now. If we got this, that's somewhat encouraging, right? But I mean, like, I don't know how much of a wire cutter you would need to get that, but the other two are still up for grabs, and then you still have this whole kind of would be staging area. People could just be like prepping here and then boom, pop out. Because I've seen, I really have seen like waves of people when it used to be dying down. It's like a button is pressed, and then a whole new cadre of comrades with the fucking streets. Yep. So yeah, we're walking back towards City Hall now.
And there's no police. There's nothing around there, and no police, no cars, nobody else.
No, but also no protesters too.
Right.
So that's encouraging.
But they are right there at that spot still.
Yeah, but they, I will tell you, it seemed like there was a bunch of them that were corralled and all of that.
Hmm.
So I don't know what's going on over here. Let's see what's
I
going
mean,
on.
these guys might be gatekeepers for that.
Yo, what the heck? What? Almost had some National Geographic style boobies on the screen, but I had the good sense to move the camera before what?
Yeah, I'm glad you did. Actually, I'm pretty sure that was a dude. A dude.
I
with
don't know.
boobs.
I don't know what was going on there. KTLA still here.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're right about up on City Hall. You could still kind of hear like the amount. I wonder if there's more people up by we were at earlier, the Olvera.
Up
Let's see.
on the other side of the federal courthouse.
On the other side of the 110. Excuse me, no, the other side of the 101, where I was
Right.
like showing where they were throwing bricks and all of that. But let's
Yeah.
see. Well, I'll get as close as I can. Okay, so now okay, there's a line of police coming this way. Let's see where they will go. I am posted up on Los Angeles and
That should be first, right? First in
yeah,
Los Angeles.
first in Los Angeles. Okay, so they're taking a left on one street down from first in Los Angeles, and I think I can get close because I don't see anybody blocking this street. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I can get close. I'm not gonna lie, I get a little exhilarated doing the whole jaywalk thing. Gotta get out of my system too. This is as rebellious as I'm gonna be.
Oh, that's good. We want you to stay safe.
Thanks, everyone. Some graffiti there. Small presence. I don't know what this building is. Los Angeles Street. Oh, I think that's a library. But a very small presence over there. They were staged there yesterday. It's probably like I want to say 30 or 40.
Hmm.
Okay, there's never mind. There seemed to be like another trail of sirens coming from another angle, but it stopped. Let's see. Oh, can you hear the
No.
okay, that's fine. There was like 6 the little scooter guys in a row.
Mhm.
We got
Were they
let's
trying to
see.
get some police to chase them?
Something like that, yeah, probably. Then we got the war correspondents.
More yellow hats.
Yep.
So there's clearly some back channel communication.
Yes, I would imagine so.
Did you
And I really
notice yellow hats 2 days ago?
no,
Yeah, I didn't either.
no, that was new. And I've only seen him actually. I haven't seen any other ones, but
The yellow hats?
yeah.
Well, that guy that you were talking to earlier hadn't had one.
Yeah,
And
that's the
then-
only one I've seen.
Oh, no, one of the guys just walking by you had one.
Oh, missed it. Good catch.
Yep. Yeah, and Rebel Valkyrie mentioned it then too.
So I don't know what's going on. It seems like they may have just. So
Thank
they're
you,
one
Michael.
they're one block down here is where they all were surging to right now. Yeah,
Michael,
we're really
Michael says, shout out to Luis for being the eyes and ears on the ground for us all. Appreciate you, brother.
thanks.
Yep.
God bless everybody. God bless the United States, man. You know, whatever happens here, I think will be very indicative of what happens everywhere else. And so trying to do my best.
This really looks to me like it's under control. Unless a huge wave comes in, in the next couple hours or something, and they try to do like a midnight run. But I think that would be difficult. The police really seem to have this.
That's great. Okay,
Under
yeah,
control, don't
wonderful.
they?
I hope so. Yes, I do. So probably soon to close it out. Here's to kind of bring everything full circle. Look, we got a couple of some yellow vests.
After this, I think we're gonna cut it.
Guys, what's going on?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Party's over.
Bro, there's 100 people. Nah, like 10 people. 10 are dead. 2 are wounded.
They're like 100 people got arrested, then it was like 10, and he was like 3 were killed and 2 were wounded. That was a pretty good troll.
Yeah, that was some accurate reporting there. So, Luis, I want to thank you very much for doing this.
Hey
especially
Scott, well
the-
hold on. Give me like another 5-10 because I gotta walk back somewhat close to where I'm at, and I don't want to necessarily just walk home alone.
Sure.
Okay, look. So look, that's where that Marx's speech was going on over here, like right over there on the other side of all of these police lights.
Right.
Is the federal stuff, right?
Yeah, that's
The
where you were.
speech. Hold on.
Yep. When you were photographed.
Oh yeah. And even that, look at that. Like I don't know if it's smoke or haze, but you can really see the federal detention stuff there in the background. So that Don't Stop La Raza.
Yep.
I do think that they have it contained, Scott, and yes, hopefully that that scenario, I would imagine too that that's the only plausible scenario that would make sense from here on out, and hopefully it doesn't come to be. We got after that 2 more days before 14th, and yeah. What do you think? Go ahead.
Well, I think that my gut is that the momentum currently is that this is all going to fizzle.
Good.
Unless they can create a new martyr somehow, and they're desperately trying. They've all used the same language. They've all talked about being kidnapped. they talked about that's how the communist that was speaking right behind where you were earlier today. He was talking about Senator Padilla being kidnapped, and then the guy that you talked to earlier talked about people being kidnapped. The white guy on the street, he said that all these people are being kidnapped, but no, not the J6 people. They're arrested.
Yo, I think this feels like I'm right in a hornet's nest that's about to appear. Let's see. So I had 2 of those guys earlier that were up on that line, just kind of zipped by. Had 2 SUVs, one of them actually say something out their window.
At you?
See. Yes, one of them. And so there's a motorcycle that's just kind of stopped there at an intersection.
Watching you.
That well, I don't know that they're watching me per se, but they were at a green. Now they went, but they were at that green for a good while. Here, I'm gonna take the headphones off once again, just so you can hear the entirety of the sirens, because it's telling. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay,
You mean the
there's
sirens?
another. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I mean, if you can, let's see, what time is it right now? We've been can we go to 1:30 just to make it a even 14 minutes and try to close it out good, please?
Well, whatever we need to do to get you safe.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I think you should, head back towards your hotel, and we'll go with you.
I am, but look, I see four young, impressionable people that just walked by the camera there. I do want to kind of go see what's up with them on the way out. Because that's the type of that's where my heart really is at, Scott. Like, I don't want young good people caught up in bullshit, and
Right.
I just gotta look. You'll see them.
Yeah, I saw you. What building is this on the right?
This is the federal building.
Okay.
One, yeah.
Oh.
We walked by it earlier,
Yeah.
and I was mentioning that this is where they do court, and they also have a social security office, an immigration office, and things of that federal nature in here
Mhm.
on Temple. We're close, man. It's just like four of them randomly walking by themselves. Okay, we got some. They're walking out, or she's walking out. Yeah, the other thing too, here on the left, you'll see that that's the would be on ramp into the 101 for protesters that they've used on a lot of other occasions, but right now it doesn't seem to be in play. It's lopped off.
Right, and there's no mass of people anywhere.
Nope.
And that's really what they're. It looks like the police are preventing any sort of assembly of people.
Yep.
Which is excellent.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So look, we're getting really close to the freeway here. Yeah. There's. This is all very controlled. That we'll go halfway here, and then I'll turn back, and then get back. Oh, okay. So there's movement. That's the freeway. This is the 101 right here.
Right.
Federal building, and this is already on my way back. Oh, I could see them. They started on that side, but now they're coming down this street. I saw like three of them right now go down the street with their lights flashing, like a game of cat and mouse, like a game of
Police.
yeah, like a whole game of cat and mouse. Here goes another one. Watch, you're gonna start to see another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. Feel like DJ Khaled over here. And another one, and another one. I'm the shittiest DJ Khaled you ever heard, but
Rebel Valkyrie says that she's kind of tracking where you are, so that if something happens to you, that she's on it.
thanks. Thank you. Appreciate you, Rebel. Okay, see, so like, look, now they're at first they were going and they were a lot slower. Now they're going up faster. Another one. This is all you're gonna see right now as I like walk down the street. Is a bunch of them coming over here, which is I don't know what they're cutting off. City Hall, just kind of for reference. Goodness, it's so phallic. That's so gross.
Yes.
Damn it, Los Angeles! Fuck, get your shit together.
And that's from the mounted police. I wonder if they're out tonight.
I haven't seen them yet. Still, downtown seems to have like a little bit of a fog or a mist. Can you see it?
Yeah. Do you smell anything like?
No.
So no indication of tear gas or pepper spray or anything like that.
Nope. Not at the moment.
Or fireworks like sulfur.
Haven't heard anything like that. No.
Yeah.
There must have been since that day there must have been like some sort of crackdown or something because I didn't hear about it yesterday. Nope. Haven't seen it today at all. It was going down during the day, the last few days. The fireworks.
I mean, it sounded to me just listening to the LAPD, the chief of police, that he's taking this very seriously.
Good.
Yeah, he's talking about he went on quite a bit about the lethal weapons that they are using and that this is not a peaceful protest.
Great. They should take this very seriously. And I'm glad. Hopefully it de-escalates because Saturday is going to be a really big day for sure. The more that it can be clamped down and just good, peaceful protesting all day, every day. Well, I mean, not all day. There's a certain cutoff hours. I think you can
Right.
only, yeah, but you get the general vibe. I respect people's right to protest, and I think that actually sometimes it's sorely lacking.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well, I think especially on our side, I think especially after J6, but due diligence says looks like most of the troublemakers were arrested last night, and there were 14 arrested last night. I think there were 200 the night before, but in one of our live streams earlier this week, there's a table where they're handing out stuff, and he got this bag, and it had a phone number, and we looked it up. It was for an organization that pays bail for anybody that's arrested. And so anybody that has been arrested, unless they had, I'm sure the ones that had weapons, the ones that bore serious charges. But for the most
did you see that? Hey, Scott, really quick, sorry to bump in. There was I think 10 or 12 motorcycle cops that all just like went down here in a line. Did you see that?
No.
I don't know where they're going. They were they had their sirens going on for like a second, and then like now it's gone. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're getting very close to the end of the stream. Here is once again, as of right now, the weapons cache is dead.
Yeah, there's no mass of people. I mean, that's not something that just a handful of people can do.
Yep.
I mean, that tactic requires the cover of at least 100 people, and they just don't have them.
Little Tokyo, that street is looks just completely dead. So there's that. This is the street where there was the showdown the other day. Nobody anywhere near here. So so far so good.
So, are you close to your hotel?
Yes, but hold on. I am. Mm, And I'm not gonna go any further, but I just kind of hold on. I think I might have heard something in the far off background. No, maybe not. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Oh no. I think maybe it's just this cell phone here. It sounded like protesters were like far off. Sorry. No, I think yeah, we're probably good to go.
Cool.
I'm pretty close.
So,
Thanks, Scott.
yeah, I would say that even for of the, I think altogether, what they're 300 or 400 have been arrested, right? Most of them are probably released that night or the next day on bail.
Hmm.
And do you think that's accurate?
I have not looked into the numbers honestly. Just been on the ground. Probably should
Right.
have.
Right.
But that's in the near future. I think something really good to research is out of the charges that were filed, what they were,
Mhm.
how they were handled and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
just filter it down. Because I think there'll be I don't know, some interesting info to be gleaned.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
yeah, unfortunately, right? Like I couldn't do this type of stuff. Okay, look, hold on. Here's the sign of cops again.
That's all the motorcycle cops. Yeah.
All the motorcycle cops. Where are they going? What are they doing? All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna continue to go
Yeah.
play their cat and mouse.
Right.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you so much, Luis. Thank you all for joining us. This was a great live. So until next time.
Till next time. Bye.
Bye.